My Mixtapes on Twitter had dropped a list that says the top 10 rappers that fell off.
Yes.
I'm gonna start from the bottom. All right. So Polo G, you familiar with Polo G?
Yes, I'm familiar with Polo G. Is he? He's not in jail though, right?
No.
He's just.
It just, to me, the problem with him.
Oh, I know Polo G because his girlfriend is gorgeous and she's actually like a brown skinned woman, which these niggas don't be doing.
I think the thing with Polo G in it, and I'm not trying to question your gangster, but when your mama your manager and your rap sheet is really like on the low end, it's really hard to for folks to kind of adopt you as this tough rapper.
Why do y'all need to be tough? Like, you could have just came out as an artsy nigga and you would have been fine. Like, look at Lil Yachty. He's super successful in his little bubble that he has maintained for himself.
I agree, but I mean, to me,
and he's young.
When you take a step back and look at Polo G, because I've looked at stuff, he's had little altercations in the streets and whatnot. But when you take a step back and look at it and really encompass it, it's a reason why he doesn't get the same looks like a Dirk and the way Von and then was all looked at, because like your shit don't look legitimate. And I'm not trying to say you're not a tough nigga. You could be. You might shoot me. But just saying, from the outside looking in, it looked like you.
Also, you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
Oh, you don't. But just from the
These
outside
niggas
looking
think
in.
you need to be, but you don't technically have to be.
From the outside looking in, it looks funny in the light. That's all. Meek Mill is number 10.
Yep.
For obvious reasons. He can't fucking put a complete sentence together on X.
That nigga is incoherent and stupid as fuck. And Meek Mill is one of my least favorite people that I have had the disservice to just like in the celebrity zeitgeist. It's been like forced upon me on a regular basis.
I feel like these next few people I'm about to name should be higher on the list. But it's Roddy Ricch, DaBaby, Designer, and Lil Pump. So with Roddy Ricch,
Designer Ben fell off.
Yeah, that before you started jacking on the airplane. Like you really fell off.
Why would you do that?
Sometimes you gotta pull the meat
There's a
out.
bathroom.
Sometimes you gotta pull the monkey out.
That's like really crazy.
Sometimes you just gotta whip out. But Roddy Ricch, I agree with this one because that first single and his first album, I thought this nigga was always gonna be on the air.
Yeah, and then
like I thought he was going I felt like on the low end of his career he would have been the hook guy. Like he would have been like how Quavo used to be and how Sway Lee used to be. I thought he was gonna be the next hook guy if at the worst, and then at the best, I thought he was gonna have real hits, but nothing really too much came out. I think his last project was a little bit better, but still not nothing that really hit the people. And then of course DaBaby, we knew he was gonna fall off for that.
Yeah, DaBaby been hitting bitches left and right.
I will say
just
this:
uppercutting women all over the goddamn United States. Like,
I will say, just keeping it hip hop in his music. If it's a motherfucker who's been fighting for his creative life, it's DaBaby. He is trying.
Oh yeah, he's like no.
He put his nephew
clawing for relevancy.
Speaking of the kid shit, he just put his nephew, with him and his nephew getting ready for school and shit in the morning. Like he's trying. That little that shit he did with the little she a hot girl. That song, the one he was working with the tow truck nigga. I'm talking about he is fighting for his life.
It was a little viral TikTok moment.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he ain't giving up.
No, he's not.
If it's one nigga that you gonna have to earn this kill, it's gonna be DaBaby. You're not gonna take that nigga out. Lil Pump, I think he just said some shit to Joe Budden not too recently, right?
Nobody cares what Lil Pump says to anybody ever or what
about
his whole existence.
You remember when he used to say that? It's skitty. Lil Pump was an era though. 2016 Lil Pump. Gucci.
I don't fuck with none of you
Gucci
white
gang.
boys, so
Gucci gang. Rich Homie Quan. I got a homeboy who Rich Homie Quan was in 2000. I think this is probably like 2013, 14, maybe 12. No, yeah, 13, 14. Rich Homie Quan was the staple for him. Mm-hmm. And just to see,
he was for a lot of guys.
Yeah, like $1 million. That shit used to bump. Oh.
Yeah,
him and Thug, that rich gang shit. Like them boys, they had a movement at the time. I didn't think he could fall off when Rich Homie Quan came out. I was surprised he got the Roscoe Dash treatment.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Because Roscoe Dash was hot for a while, and
they
then
kicked
he
Roscoe
just
out the city.
disappeared.
They kicked Roscoe Dash out the city.
Did they?
Yeah, then they got to go to Augusta.
Why?
Because nigga was on bullshit. They had to kick that nigga out the city. I remember that.
I didn't know Roscoe Dash got kicked out of Atlanta.
Yeah, they kicked that nigga out the city. Then they got NBA YoungBoy. I feel like that's just hate. NBA YoungBoy ain't fell off that much because he's still putting out product that his fan base is rocking with.
Yes, his fan base treats his music like crack.
He drops it like a new crack rock special that came out every time. So
yeah, like he drops music all the time. NBA YoungBoy, I don't think he's ever gonna consistently be mainstream. He's always gonna have his people though.
And then the top 3 is Lil Baby, which a lot of hate for Lil Baby since that Gunna shit that he did. Quando Rondo, of course, the King Von shit, and then Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah, Bobby Shmurda, you got out of jail and then you just been dancing around, like being weird.
Well, he said that people have been trying to get him to do the gangster shit again, and he doesn't want to do that.
Nigga, no, you don't have to do the gangster shit. Get in the studio.
The shit that he
Bobby, get your black ass in the studio, Bobby. You don't have to talk about, like, just make dancing lit nigga music. Like, get you.
Can we be honest?
You and Roddy get y'all asses in the goddamn studio. And Roddy been in the studio.
Don't put Roddy in there. Roddy makes good.
Yeah, Roddy been in the studio. Roddy got out and put out a first day out freestyle. He was not playing with you niggas.
Bobby does not make good music. He made a great hit with Hot Nigga. He's more, if he was in an area where he could be like a Flavor Flav, where he's like a hype man.
What's that other song that he had that was my shit? Living Life.
I couldn't even give you the hook of that song.
Living Life was my shit, and it definitely went platinum in New York. So, Roddy. But Roddy Ricch was on there too.
My thing
was really, the combination of them is really what is it. So two of them need to get in the booth together.
He needs something. Like I say, he needs to be a supportive role. He's not a individual rapper. He's not a solo artist, in my opinion. I feel like he needs to bounce off of somebody else. He needs to do like how Killer Mike does.
Y'all can't just give us computers and then just not anymore. Y'all can't just computers? Seriously? We played computers in New York like it was new for 6 years. We played every party you would go to in New York from like, I don't even know when it came out, from like 2019 to like it was before that. Computers came out before 2019, huh? Look up when computers came out for me, please. But for like 3-4 years, we played that song like it was new. I think Roddy and Roddy Ricch, not Roddy Rebel, and Bobby Shmurda are one of those like combos that's like it works for me every time. I don't know if they've done anything since he got out, but they haven't done anything as good as Living Life and Computers. Like Computers was really,
that says 2014.
Okay. Yeah. Because why'd I say 2019?
Well, it said 15 it was released.
Okay, so from 2015 to like 2020 for real. Like we was not.
But that was before Hot Nigga though, right? Hot Nigga was 2016, right?
I don't know which one came out first. I think they were probably in the same era.
Gotta see when this came out. Hot Nigga had to come out in 2016 because that's when I remember everybody throwing the hat up.
Mitch caught a body about a week ago.
Oh, no, it came out 2014? That was 2014? It was 14. Yep.
That's what I was. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was 14, yep.
I had to remember, like, where I was undergrad-wise.
Yep, that was 14. That's crazy. But, no, I just feel like Bobby, and it's just, we can wrap it up with this part, but I just feel like Bobby is, he is a supportive figure. In whatever artistic endeavor, he's a supportive figure. If you try to make him that nigga, you try to ask him to get on top of the desk at Def Jam again, it's gonna look nasty.
So you wanna talk shit and run your mouth? You wanna see my black ass right in front of your house? Like, I ain't come to talk, I came to bang it out. Bow, bow. Do it again, please. God damn. It's like I need it. I need it, Bobby.
Damn. All right, we got to do a victory lap here. So here at Talk FNF, we make a lot of predictions. We talk a lot of trash.